I love beginning my day in a beautiful way. Incorporating a sunrise bar into my life is a must and offers so many benefits. While it's never been the highlight of my channel, it's been a consistent part of my everyday. I studied this art as a child and majored in it in college. As an instructor, I've been able to enjoy seeing others experience the beauty and joy it brought to their life as well. If you enjoyed taking classes when you were younger, I'd encourage you to pick it up again to help you with strength, beauty, and grace. There are many adult classes you could join, or for those of you who are a bit more self-conscious, try some online classes. Moving our bodies daily is very important, and I want you to know there are many different ways to go about that. Find a way that brings you joy, and I guarantee you'll be more consistent about it. Welcome back, everyone. Today is a lady of the house kind of day. I know it's about to be the new year when I have a stack of planners and notebooks this tall. Okay, it's time to go visit with my mom for a little bit. During the Christmas season, Jorge had things set up out here in a way that made it to where when the wind came up, this whole thing blew over and it knocked that over. So I'm hoping, it looks to me like it died and that it's just going to take a while, like it broke or something, but I don't know. I'm going to have to set everything back up out here the way that I had it. We've just had some pretty windy days. So I need to water my plants, fix the soil in some of this, probably add some more to that. Yes, I have some watering to do. We've also had a couple of evenings where it's froze, so we'll just see how these plants do. Things have been a little bit slow going today, but that's okay. We are getting things done. I have my last pen pal letter of the year that I just wrote because she just joined yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, and I wanted to get that out because everybody is going to be charged again for the next month, and then I have new letters that I need to write for my pen pals. So I just got that done. It feels good. I also had an order that I need to ship out, so I missed the mailman today, but I spent time talking with my mom this morning, and then my aunt came over, so we had a really nice chat out front, and we got to sit in the sunshine, and I was watching some of the birds, and it was just beautiful. So that was really nice to do. We even ate like a late breakfast out there, but now Jorge's home, and he picked up some new chickens. So we wanted to get Chicky Looky back in the chicken coop. She's been making a mess everywhere, like on my mom's deck, and she's lonely. So it was time to get her some friends. So she has some friends now, but Jorge's been outside working on the chicken coop because after they moved it to the other side of the yard, wasn't level, and he's just doing everything that he needs to do to make it nice and comfortable for them. So I'm excited to have that and to finally have fresh eggs again, because she's been hiding them in all different places around the yard, and whenever we find one, it's like we need to throw it away. So we are going to be having fresh eggs again, and I'm excited for that. I think it's about time that I share with you my planner stack for the year, what I have planned. Of course, plans can always change, but this is just what I've come up with to do. I'm just going to be sharing all of these in my room because the lighting is best right now in here. So welcome to all the peonies, the beautiful peonies. This is by Rachel Parcell. I found these at Target. This I purchased online, but then when I was just in the store, I saw that they had it available, and they had all these things available. So I did order this one, and this one I shared in a past video online, and it's by Rachel Parcell as well. So let me take you through exactly what I'm going to be using these for. I think I've already shared some of this in a past video, but since then I've kind of made some changes to what I'm going to do, and who knows, I might change my mind as the year progresses and just getting a feel for some of these different planners. So this notebook has been with me since 2018. I have really used this. It's been well. I found this at the Target dollar spot back then. So I am going to be replacing that with this. This is going to be my new ideas notebook. And I love having a little notebook like that I'm not messing up my planner with those kind of things, especially since some of these don't really even have a great notes section to them. But this is going to be replacing my old planner that was kind of like this, the old Day Designer. I ended that one even before the end of the year, just because I had started using it early, like the last few days of the year. I had started using it early. So once I got to those sections of the planner, I decided, okay, we're done with that one. Time to get into my new planner, and this is going to be replacing that one because this one has an hourly schedule to it. It's not exactly like the other one, but I'm excited for this one because I love the layout. I like the font in it, and then also just the way that the day is laid out here. So I have my top goals here. This is going to be what I am going to use for work-related items. I've been using this for my master to-do list, or as somebody so lovingly pointed out, to call it a mistress list, because you're the mistress of the house. So we might be going with that. But this is part content and then also a daily, just for my daily schedule. I really like when I can break down a day, especially when I have a very busy day. So that's what this is good for. And then it's kind of like, it's not the place that I write down all my ideas or anything, but more or less when I finalize them. That way it can stay a little bit cleaner. You know, some of us know that we can get kind of carried away with some things. Okay, this one is a new edition of what I'm even going to be focusing on, which is my health and like tracking what I eat, my weight, stuff like that. This is more of a health one, something that I will be visiting each evening before I go to bed, like what I ate in a day, not necessarily what I'm going to be sharing with anybody else, but it's just something important that I need to do for me. And so that's what I have this for, and that's why it's completely separate from everything else. I've talked about this one and about how I plan on putting this in my purse and taking it with me. I like to have a pocket. I had a pocket calendar, which I used all year long, and I had that in my purse. It was great when I would go to appointments or just sitting there in the doctor's office, and just making plans of different things, or when I'm at worship service and learning of, you know, different things that are going to take place on different days. I know that this is something that many people utilize a digital calendar. Many people utilize a digital calendar for these kind of things, but I can't tell you how much I dislike digital calendars. I don't ever do anything on a computer or on my phone when it comes to making plans. It really bothers me to do that. It bothers me to look at a screen longer than necessary. I like to work out my plans on paper. It's just a thing for me. So if you are like that, let me know that in the comments below. If like looking at a screen longer than necessary, maybe it's because of my job, maybe it's because, I don't know, it just bothers me to do that. So all the paper all the way. Okay, in here I have, right now, this is an academic calendar, so I wasn't really even able to use the beginning half of it because I was still in my other day designer. But what I've been finding that this is good for is just, you know, making out that to-do list that I need to get done for work and just what I had planned for the day. So while I can put out how I plan for the day to go, this is more of like a checklist of what I'm going to do, and then the ideas of like the things that I'm going to talk about, etc. It's kind of just a way to organize my thoughts is what this has been, especially when it comes to making videos. I found it very helpful, and we're going to keep it that way. This is more, you know, this time this needs to be done, that time that needs to be done, but this is more just organizing, kind of planning the day before and the ideas that I have. Are you still with me? If you're not still with me, that's okay. You can move on to the next section. Okay, this is just a mess. Let me tell you, this was my work planning calendar. And this is where I can put everything as I think about it, and it can be as messy as I want it to be. So we have a calendar where we have figured out our ideas, and we are going to put them there nicely to where it's not overwhelming for us. But then we have a really messy one when we have absolutely no idea. As the thoughts are just coming, this is where it goes. And I can think, oh, okay, this month I might want to do this month I might, but nothing is set in stone. This is where I'm still brainstorming ideas. Does that make sense? So this is my messy one where I can write in pen, I can write in pencil, I can do whatever I want, and it's okay for it to be messy. But I can't always look at this and feel good about it. That's why I need something a little bit cleaner too. If you're like that, let me know, please. Okay, this one I've shared that this is our money, our finances. That's why it's green. Green for money. This, we've already written out our financial plan for the year. I've written out, I put in stickers for every single payday. Lord willing, we still have our jobs, and you know, everything works out that way. That's what this is for. We put in bills when they come due. It's just so much easier for me to plan our finances and just kind of sit there and think about them, and just different plans like that. I like to do that on paper. I don't like to do that on the computer either. So I think that that is a wrap for my planner, my planners. And when I am sitting there thinking on something, it has to just like be what I'm thinking on. I can't, did I just say what? It has to be what I'm thinking on. It cannot be a million other things. So that's why having all these separate planners for me, I have found works out really well for me. It can get overwhelming, or it can at some point, I kind of think it's a bit over the top and ridiculous. But when I'm in it and when I'm working on something, I'm always thankful that that's all that I'm looking at, because maybe the way my brain functions, I don't know. This is not a planner. This is my journal, and I love this journal. This one I found at the Paper Source. That's about it. So those are my planners for the year, and how I am just in love with all of the florals, of course, and then the light pinks. So it's always light pink and florals for my planners, except for my money one is always something a little bit different. And then when I saw this, I was thinking, why didn't I do this one for my money one? But this is good. And this one will be for my health journey and all the plans that I have in that regard. Welcome to my brain. This is how we make everything happen. And you know what I just realized? I forgot to put my earrings in today. I don't have my ring on, nothing. I am a wreck. No, I'm just kidding. That's a bit over the top. I am ready to put my hair up though, because it's looking kind of bad. I need to run to the store. I want to handle a lot of those things that I've been putting off. So I'm going to do that right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 it. Let's go. All right, I put my hair up, I got my earrings in, and I just wanted to share with you what I am going to be focusing on and what you might be able to see new in the new year, which is hopefully me fitting in my clothes a lot better than I do right now. I have been finding that I am just getting to the point where it's about time to go up a dress size, and we do not want to go up a dress size. We want to make the most of the clothing that we have. So the best way to do that is to make a few lifestyle changes. I am giving up sugar. Once again, I know I am such a sugar addict. It's really very addicting, and you can just make one little choice and then it can throw you off. So that's what I am focusing on. And cutting out sugar had been really good for me in the past. I saw really great results, but not only that, I've been listening to a lot, I've been reading a lot. It's just the best decision for me. So that's the route that I'm going. So Aria was over there cleaning out the playhouse, which has become kind of like the chickens' playhouse, but Jorge is working on the chicken coop. So I just got home. It was really cold out this evening, and I'll be making dinner soon, but Jorge's still working outside. The kids are playing outside. It's only 4:51, so I'm going to see if my mom would like to have a cup of coffee. I know it's really late, but I got her some new sweetener that she's been out of. And tonight I'm just going to make Parmesan encrusted chicken. It was Ivan's request, and some fettuccine alfredo. So I've already eaten for the evening. I'm done eating now, and I might have a cup of coffee with her if she wants to, but I'm going to see how she feels about that. But I did just get a letter from one of my pen pals, so I look forward. I started reading it, but then I just thought, no, I want to wait until later this evening when I just kind of have some time, some downtime, and I'm not trying to do a million things. So I do need to start my laundry. That will be something that is an evening job today, because I didn't get to it. You know, with the kids home, it's like, well, a couple of them were doing laundry today, and so it's really taken up a lot of the time in there. And with the kids home, a lot of things are kind of thrown out the window right now. So I look forward to the schedule getting back to normal once they all go back to school. But we're just enjoying this right now, and the chaos that is. It's like when everybody's home, don't think that you're gonna have your house clean. Don't think any of that. right? There's just never a really good time. Everything's kind of in chaos. So we'll enjoy it while it lasts. But I'm going to start my laundry, text my mom, see if she's up for that, and just kind of start winding things down. I have some dishes to put away. I would like to also clean out my fridge tonight, like just organize it as I'm cooking, but all of that this evening. Jorge just finished the chicken coop. It looks really good, and the chickens look so happy. They're eating and walking around, and oh, I'm just so happy for Chicky Licky because she needed some friends. She needed somebody else to help warm her up at night. So Jorge will be coming in here shortly, but I just spent some time adding a new tier to my Patreon page. So if you want to know what it is, be sure to go and check it out. I think that this will be good for anybody who needs this. So I'm excited. It's okay if even nobody chooses to do this, but I did want to open it up for anybody who wanted this this kind of connection. So anyway, if you are interested, or if you are a patron, go head over there and just check that out. So for the rest of the night, I'm having one of the girls put dishes away, and then I'm going to quickly do whatever is left in there and then get dinner ready. So right now it's 6:30. It's going to be a little bit later of a dinner, but Jorge wanted a little bit later of a dinner. My mom is starving, so I need to hurry it up for her. But while I'm waiting for him, I am going to start my laundry, and then by the time before dinner's ready, I'll be able to hang all that up and also clean out the fridge. So I'm just trying to get a few things done in the meantime that I've had on my list. Kids are fighting, so we will talk later. I just took my bath, emptied all the water out, washed the tub out. That's something that I like to do when I'm done. That way it's ready for the next day. And then brushed my teeth, and I also took out the boxes that were right here of things that I still need to deal with. And then I am going to be just laying down rather. I have some editing that I wanted to start on. I don't know if I'm going to finish all of that tonight, but at least I can get started on it. Sometimes I get really tired and I can't do much more. I actually don't really like to edit in bed. This is the first time that I will have been doing that in a long time. I like to just edit at my desk, but tonight I just want to be in bed. And before I start editing though, I want to write out just my plan for tomorrow, and that's about it. I'm going to just wrap up the evening here. It's 9:29. The kids are supposed to be getting into bed right now. After I get this done and do a little bit before I plug my computer back in, I'm going to go check on the kids. Jorge's going to be checking on the kids, but right now he just ran out to get some water that we are out of. So it feels good to have gotten all the things done that I did today. And we had a really good dinner, and I'm ready to relax, you know? I know that there wasn't a lot of showing of what all I did today, but it was a different kind of day. I look forward to future Lady of the House videos going into the new year. I hope that all of you will join me in that. And tomorrow's video is supposed to be a wardrobe wrap-up video. That will be exciting to share with all of you for the finale of the year. So I look forward to seeing you then, and thank you so much for being here. Take care and have a beautiful day. Bye, everyone.